So, Assalamualaikum everyone. Today our group will be presenting a corporate storytelling video titled RHB Chinese New Year 2026 Dignity by RHB Banking Group. So I'm Laini, and together with my teammates Najmi, Amira, Hanis, and Shazwan, we will be presenting the review of this corporate storytelling video. I will be focusing on plot analysis and review. So most of us know RHB is a bank that provides services such as saving account, loans, investment, and other financial services across Malaysia and Asian countries. Their corporate slogan is "Together we progress," which emphasizes helping community grow together. So what I find interesting about this video is that it doesn't promote banking product directly. Instead, it tells a meaningful human story about dignity, empowerment, and second chances. So this video is inspired by a real initiative called Community Tukang Jahe, which has been supporting B40 women since 2018. The story takes place in a small tailoring shop where women facing different life challenges are given the opportunities to learn skill and income and rebuild their confidence. Through this simple setting, the video shows how support and opportunity can transform lives. Before discussing the plot, let me introduce the main character. The boss, Yap Sui, is the owner of the tailoring shop and acts as a mentor to the women. The other characters are Kaaidi, who struggle financially, Meru, a single mother facing discrimination, and Ame, a survivor of domestic abuse. Although they come from different backgrounds, they all hope to rebuild their lives. As for the exposition, at the beginning of the video, we are introduced to a small tailoring shop. While it looks like an ordinary business, the narrator hints that something much greater is happening there. So this tells us the story is not really about sewing clothes, but about helping women regain their dignity and purpose. As for the raising action, as the story progresses, the women receive an additional order just before Chinese New Year. Through flashbacks, we learn about their personal struggle, including financial hardship, workplace discrimination, and domestic abuse. At the same time, they work together to create special cheongsam that represent their shared journey. Okay, the climax occurs when the women present the completed cheongsam to their boss. Along with the dress, they give her a card that describes her as the strongest and most beautiful lotus they know. They thank her for helping them rebuild their lives and tell her, "You show me how to live with dignity." This is the emotional peak of the story because we finally see the true impact that the boss has had on each of their lives. For falling action, after the gift is presented, the emotional tension begins to settle. The boss is touched by their appreciation and everyone reflects on how far they have come. The lotus flower becomes a symbol of their journey, showing that people can remain strong and beautiful even after facing hardship. For resolution, the story concludes with a positive and heartwarming ending. The boss reminds everyone that the greatest wealth is knowing our true worth. The narrator then explained that the tailoring shop has helped many women rebuild their lives. And the ending gives us a strong sense of hope, happiness, and confidence for the future. For personal reflection, personally, I find this story very meaningful. I can relate to the theme of rebuilding confidence because I have experienced struggle with self-confidence. There were times when I doubted myself just as the woman in the story. The women in the story doubted themselves because of their difficult situation. So watching how the boss encouraged them reminded me of how important it is to have someone who believes in you. The story also teaches us about our past, that it does not define who we are. Like the lotus flower, even if we grow in a difficult situation, we can still become strong and maintain our value. So that is the lesson that I learned from the video, and it's a message that I will always remember. So that's conclude my presentation on the plot and personal reflection of the video. Thank you for listening, and I would like to pass the presentation to my teammate Najmi, who will continue with the next session.
Good morning to my teacher and all my group mate. Thank you to Laini for your presentation just now was so superb and now it's my turn to take part. Okay, today I want to present about the video that we watched just now. At first, I thought it was a just normal video, but it is actually has a very deep meaning for us. It teaches us about being strong, being kind to others, and knowing our true value. First, let's look at our main idea. It is about respect and finding our power. The story show a real life problem that we can see women who are very pure and they treat very badly by other people, but they don't give up. So we can know that they become strong again and help each other. And then look at the tailor shop in the video. For them, it is just a place to go work, but it is a safe place that they can hide. It's like a second home or safe classroom for them. They slowly build their confidence and feel good about themselves again after a hard time being there. So we can know that this beautiful change is like the lotus flower. We know lotus flower is grow in dirty and muddy place, but when we open it, it become very clean and beautiful. So the women are like this. They are like this flower. They go from a very painful past, but then they become very strong inside. So the next is the main message. It changed how we think about success. Sometimes we think success is about getting rich or having cool things, but deep in the video, success is about a true wealth, knowing our own value. It is knowing you are a good person or not. So it also shows us about everyone deserves a second chance. If someone makes a mistake in the past, it doesn't mean that their future is bad. When you give people the right help, you can completely change their life. We are much stronger when we are united. The video ends with a very nice quote. The greatest wealth is knowing our true words. This reminds me this reminds us that respecting ourselves is most important thing we can have. So move to the personal response. Personally, I think this video gave me a lot of feeling. First, it is very inspiring because as a student, we are always busy with homework and exam. Sometimes we ignore the people around us. So this video makes me want to pay more attention to my friends that who might be having a hard time doing assignment or during exam. So I really like the boss in the shop. The boss show a good leader or a good friend. Just a small kind action like saying a nice word of giving help and can change someone day. So we should not judge them by their past because maybe they have family problem or secret heart battles that we don't know about. So finally, that lotus flower really stays in my mind. As a student, it gives me a lot of motivation. It reminds me to stay positive and study. Even life gives me difficult challenge, I know I can still go, do my best and believe in myself. So that's all for me. Thank you, teacher and friends, for listening to my part today. Now we move to the next part that presented by Hanis.
Okay, hi, thank you Najmi for your presentation. I'm Amira and I will continue with the symbolism. So the first the first is the tailoring work and sewing activities symbolize the empowerment, independence, and also their confit self worth. So through sewing, the women are not only earning a living, but they are also rebuilding their confidence and dignity. So this shows that by gaining skill and opportunities, individuals are able to transform their life and overcome difficult situations. So next, the lotus flower represent the resilience, purity, and transformation. As we know, the lotus bloom beautifully in even in a muddy water. So this reflects the woman journey where despite their past struggles and hardship, they are able to rise and become stronger individuals. It also conveys an important message that our past does not determine our future. So lastly, the Chinese New Year setting symbolize the renewal, hope, and new beginnings. Although the festival is usually associated with the wealth and celebration, so the film emphasized that emotional and personal growth instead, show that the true prosperity is not about the material wealth, but about the self-worth and meaningful relationship. Moving on to the next slide, I will discuss the abstract concept. So the film highlights the several important concepts such as dignity, resilience, and empowerment and self-worth. So dignity is shown as an inner value that remains even during hardship. So at the same time, the women demonstrate resilience as they overcome their struggles and rebuild their life. In addition, empowerment is clearly portrayed through the skills they learn, which allow them to become independent and confident. They are also helped to strengthen their sense of self-worth and identity. So the film also emphasizes the importance of kindness, trust, and human connection, showing that the support from others can inspire positive change. So next, I will discuss about my personal response. So from my own experience, I once went through the phase in my life where I felt very insecure about myself, especially when I compare my achievement with others. At the same time, I thought success was all about getting a high result or being better than everyone else. However, everything started change when one of my classmates took the time uh, to guide me patiently. So she didn't just help me academically, but also encouraged me to believe in my own abilities. Even the small action like checking my progress, giving advice and motivation uh, made a huge difference in my confidence. I become more resilient and started helping my other friends. So just like how she helped me. So this experience made me realize that the true prosperity is not about the material success, but about the self-worth, growth, and the ability to uplift others. So it showed me that even the small of kindness can have a lasting impact, and no matter how difficult the situation, we always have the chance to rise and become better. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening. And now I will pass to Hanis.
Thank you, Amira, for the insightful presentation. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hanis, and I will now present the script analysis by focusing on the key dialogues, character development, and the message conveyed through the story. The script of Dignity is carefully crafted to communicate the importance of dignity, self-respect, and family values. Through meaningful dialogue and character interactions, the story conveys that a person's worth is not determined by wealth or social status, but by their principles and how they carry themselves. One significant moment occurs at approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds to 1 minute and 50 seconds when Suyi say, I remember when I was a young girl, my mom told me that the lotus is a lot like women. This dialogue is significant because the lotus flowers symbolize resilience, strength, and dignity despite growing in difficult conditions. Through this statement, Sui reflects on the values passed down by her mother and emphasizes the importance of maintaining self-respect regardless of one's circumstance. The moment established the central theme of dignity that is carried throughout the story. Another key moment takes place at around 3 minutes and 5 seconds to 3 minutes and 50 seconds when Ahmed say, you told me everything is going to be alright, and that has carried me until today. This dialogue is particularly meaningful because it demonstrates Ahmed's emotional growth and appreciation for Sui's guidance. By acknowledging the impact of those words, Ahmed realized the value of the lessons she has received. This scene represents a turning point in the narrative and reinforces the message that dignity, encouragement, and family support can shape a person's life. Toward the end of the video, at approximately 4 minutes and 50 seconds to 4 minutes and 25 seconds, the reunion scene during the Chinese New Year celebration symbolizes reconciliation and mutual respect among the characters. Although there is limited dialogue, the emotions are expressed through facial expressions, body language, and interactions effectively communicate understanding and emotional closure. This scene reinforced the story's message that dignity and family bonds remain strong even during challenging times. For the use of humor or drama, this video primarily uses drama to communicate its message. The emotional conflict between Suyi and Ahmed creates tension that drives the story forward. Rather than relying on humor, the narrative focuses on theme of dignity, self-worth, and family relationships. The gradual change in Ahmed's perspective adds emotional depth and allow the audience to connect with the characters' experiences. These dramatic elements make the story more impactful and reinforce the message that dignity should be maintained regardless of one's circumstance. For my personal response, this video resonates with me because it highlights the importance of self-respect and dignity over material success. It reminds me that person's true worth is defined by their values, principles, and character rather than their wealth or social status. The story also demonstrates how family values and life lessons become more meaningful as we mature. As Ahmed gradually comes to understand an importance of dignity, I am reminded of the role that family plays in shaping our perspective and guiding our decisions. Personally, as a university student, I have faced moments where I compare myself to others who seem more successful. However, my family always reminded me to focus on my own growth and values rather than seeking validation from others. This helped me realize that self-respect and integrity are more important than status or achievements. Overall, of the script is successfully delivers its message through realistic dialogue, emotional depth, and relatable family experiences. It encouraged viewers, including myself, to reflect on the importance of self-respect, personal values, and enduring support of family relationships. Most importantly, it teaches that dignity comes from within, regardless of one's circumstance. Thank you for listening. I would now like to pass the presentation to Shazwan, who will continue with the next section.
Thank you, Hanis, for the explanation. My name is Shazwan, and I will discuss about the next part, which is engagement. Now we move on to the next slide to discuss the emotional impact of the video. So the story creates strong feelings of sympathy, pride, and inspiration through the struggles faced by the woman in the tailor shop. The flashback scenes showing financial hardship, workplace discrimination, and domestic abuse make the audience feel sympathy because the women are facing fear and pressure before finding support and safety in the tailor shop. At the same time, the story also highlights resilience and empowerment by showing how the women are given second chances to rebuild their confidence and dignity. As the story progresses, the emotions naturally change from sadness to hope and finally joy. The most heartfelt moment is during the Lotus Cheongsam scene, where the women express gratitude to their mentor for helping them rebuild their lives. This scene leaves a strong emotional impact on the audience It shows the importance of compassion and support. Now we move on to the next slide to discuss the relationship between the characters and how the production elements help engage the audience emotionally. The boss, Yap Su-yi, acts as a mentor, leader, and symbol of hope for the women, Kak Aimi, Ahmed, and Meru in the tailor shop. Instead of judging their past, she supports them with compassion and encouragement, which giving them opportunities to rebuild their confidence and dignity. Watching the woman slowly become stronger and express gratitude toward their mentor makes the relationship feel genuine and emotional. This also shows how a good leader can inspire others to overcome fear and choose hope instead of giving up. Now we are focusing on soundtrack and production. The emotional soundtrack strengthens the dramatic scenes throughout the story. Firstly, the music helps create a stronger emotional connection with the audience, especially during the climax when the Lotus Cheongsam is finally presented. Second, the close-up shots effectively highlight the character's emotion and detailed tailoring work. These shots help viewers see the tailoring work closely and understand the feelings and difficulties faced by the woman in the tailor shop. And finally, the overall production quality increases the audience engagement. The combination of cinematography, camera angles, lighting, and music creates a touching atmosphere that keeps viewers interested and makes the storytelling experience more meaningful. Now let's move on to the next slide, which is my personal response. Personally, this video resonates with me because it reminds me that past struggles do not define our self-worth. As a university student, there was a time when I felt discouraged after receiving lower marks than I expected for an assignment that I worked on very hard. Seeing some of my friends perform better made me question my own abilities and feel less confident about myself. For a while, I focused too much on the results and compared myself with others instead of appreciating my own efforts and progress. This experience relates to the women in the tailor shop, especially Meru and Ahmed, who struggled with self-confidence because of their past experiences. Just as they slowly rebuilt their confidence through support and encouragement from boss, I was able to regain my motivation through advice and encouragement from my lecturers, friends, and my parents. This highlights the importance of support in rebuilding their confidence. Watching how the women were given a second chance reminded me that setbacks do not define who we are. What matters most is how we learn from challenges, continue improving ourselves, and surround ourselves with people who encourage us to move forward. Overall, the story reminds me that our value does not depend on grades or what other people think about us. It encourages me to appreciate my own efforts, stay positive during difficult times, and recognize how support and kindness can help people grow and become more confident. Now let's move on to the final slide, which is the conclusion. In the conclusion, the video RHB Chinese New Year 2026 Dignity is a powerful and meaningful corporate storytelling piece that highlights dignity, resilience, empowerment, and self-worth. The story successfully shows how vulnerable women can rebuild their lives through support, compassion, and opportunity. The symbolism of lotus flower is especially meaningful because it represents growth and beauty despite difficult circumstances, which reflects the woman's journey throughout the video. At the same time, RHB successfully reflects its corporate value. Together we progress through this campaign. By supporting empowerment and financial inclusion for B40 communities and excluded women, the company connects its brand with meaningful social impact instead of focusing only on financial services. Most importantly, for final reflection, the video leaves a strong emotional impact on audiences by reminding us that true wealth is not material success, but knowing our true worth and helping others grow is. This message makes the short film highly memorable and effective as a corporate storytelling video. That's all from us. Thank you for listening.